Oh, we started.
What? Huh?
Have we started?
Well, what do you think?
You're going to start to watch and we start.
Oh, go on, back. Don't try to be funny, man. Do your thing.
Okay. Anyway, going back into it, yeah. So we're walking down the street, bro, yeah, and we go to Ico, which is a very nice pizza place, one of my favorite places in central London to go eat.
It's cheap, that's why.
It's cheap and it's cheerful and it's nice. It just tastes good. So you say to me, stop looking at my notes, brother.
Some disgusting handwriting, bro.
I know. I just jot it down. If only my notes have a process. But anyway, you say to me, "Are you okay, bro? What's wrong with you?"
I'm listening to you,
got
bro.
heebie-jeebies, whatever they call it.
We haven't started, right? Why are you being weird and just talking it?
Bro, this is a podcast.
Talk, bro. Yeah, talking it then.
Yeah. So we're walking down. I'm trying to tell this story now. Yeah, this guy, subhanallah, Aadam speaks. You should let people speak as well. Anyway, so we go there, and we sit down. We're getting the food, etc. We're talking now, and you say to me, bro, one of the dreams that you had was you want to do a TED talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do a TED talk.
Yeah.
And I remember you would always go on about it. Every time I saw you, you would always talk about, I want to do a TED talk. Why did you keep talking about doing a TED talk for? Why? Did you watch like a TED talk when you were younger? It changed your life? What's so special about TED? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't think that's everyone's aspiration, isn't it? It's like specific aspiration.
Because some people can achieve it, some people can't, right?
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's true.
Shut up, bro. You're just bare nonsense. Seriously.
Good.
No, I watched Jamie Oliver. Remember Jamie Oliver done a TED talk?
You done a TED talk?
Yeah, about sugar and that. I was like, this is really cool. And then after I was like,
I hope it was better than his food.
Haha. Mohsen, stop laughing, bro. Stop laughing, bro. Stop it, man. We're on a podcast.
We're rolling.
Okay. So?
That's it, really. And I was like, alright, cool. Then I was doing spoken word. Then I was like, I want to take this to another level.
So you were doing spoken word and you said, okay, I want to do a TED talk now.
Yeah, like it's always been in the back of my mind. I would love to do it. And then I thought, okay, I need to elevate myself, so to speak. How do I do that?
I actually find it very inspirational the way TED Talks have become like this medium for like talks, because I feel like people, generally speaking, they don't like sitting down and listening to that sort of content. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but do you know what I mean though? Like for example, everyone wants to go to like a poetry event. They want to go to like a debate, etc. But going to like a talk, it's a bit like
boring, innit?
And dry and stuff like that sometimes.
No, yeah. That's why, like, I think some TED events, they're all themed around a certain thing, innit?
Really?
Yeah, so people who come to it want to come to it.
So, tell me about the process of you getting into the TED Talk. How did you actually end up doing it? How does one do a TED Talk? Because you done it. How does... if I want to do it tomorrow.
It was a funny process. So like you search, innit? So you search TEDx, you search online, like for certain events that are coming up, and then I went about it in a funny manner, right? I'm a firm believer of that, bro. Just email, and one of them will say yes. So I was just emailing. The organizers for these events, and I was getting no, literally no.
They tell you no?
No, basically, or they do like apply, and then I would apply, bro. The amount, I think I've got them saved on my phone. The amount of rejections I got was crazy.
Did they give you reasons for why?
No, they just said, okay, good job, but for now, we're not looking for you. I think.
Okay.
They didn't say why. They just said no.
They said no.
I was like, all right, cool.
So what changed?
Nothing. I think it's funny how this one worked out. Let me tell you, yeah. So I applied for it, and I don't remember applying for it because I was applying for so many. I just wanted to do a TED Talk. At the time, I just wanted to do one. So I was like, all right, cool, let me just apply. And I came back from somewhere, and I forgotten I applied for it. And then they emailed me saying, hey, do you want to interview? I was like, all right. Hey, like, we've seen your application. We've seen you talk. Like, I've sent them a clip of me talking, and they're like, okay, cool. We like you. Let's do it. And I wasn't ready. I think this was like December time. I was going through bears, like uni and a lot of other things. I just wasn't ready. So imagine, yeah, Musa, I've been begging to do a TED Talk. I was like, I want to do one.
Yeah, it was an obsession of yours. Honestly.
Yeah, okay.
I would say that because
no.
if you spoke to anyone and they asked you what's an aspiration you have,
definitely. Because that was my dream at the time, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. That's my next step. I need to achieve it. And then I got no, but I still didn't give up. You know what I'm trying to say? And then it came to them saying yes, and I was like, you know what? I'm right now. I'm not feeling like. Basically, I was like, I'm not feeling it. Literally, yeah. I was like, well, I'm not in the right state of mind. I had so much going on, and I didn't want to give them. I didn't want to be half-hearted when I went to the interview and I gave them my plan and whatnot.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, cool. Then they emailed. Then I thought, all right, cool, it's done. I'm gonna take a break from all of this. Honestly, I was like, you know what? Like, whatever. And let me take a break and we'll see what happens. Next thing you know, they emailed me back saying, you know what? We really like you. Like, chill. Take some time out. We're still interviewing for a long while now, for another month. Take some time out. Come back to us if you still wanna, if you have time, if everything's cleared up. And then I was like, all right, cool. Then they hit me. I was like, damn, they want me. Like, why am I being silly? Like, I wasn't being silly, but I was like, I had to make time for this, you know? Like,
yeah, of course.
there's a reason why I had every right to say no because I wasn't in the right state of mind. But then I was like, there's a reason why this talk is happening. This specific event is saying yes. So then I went to the interview. I remember I was speaking to you about how, Musa, I'm conscious about being myself. Or I was like, remember talk about slang and like what to say, what not to say, talk about Islam, that kind of thing. And I just went there and I was like, you know what, right now I haven't got an idea. I know I want to talk about adversity and growing up a certain way. I'm just being me right now, by the way. I'm speaking how I speak. I'm going to have fun, I'm going to have jokes. And I got a good vibe from the minute. I was like, you know what, I think I've got this.
Yeah.
And then it's mad, bro. Then I remember I started praying, like you know, you have dips in Iman and stuff, like everyone does, right?
Yeah.
And then I had a dip, but then I was like, cool. And then I started praying like again for like a few weeks, alhamdulillah. And then literally I came out of the masjid and I got an email, a message like, check your email. Check my email, and it's just like, yeah, look, we want you at TEDx Square Mile, bro. I think I was about to cry. It was weird, like it was just funny how I got so many no's, so many setbacks. Then when it finally came to it, I said no, and then it came to it, and I was like, then she said yes, and bro, it was just like I worked hard for that whole year to get to this. I got all of these applications, and then bang, like you've done it. That feeling's indescribable. You know, bro. You know how it is when you get that thing you really want. You have that feeling in it. I just alhamdulillah, it was really, really good. Yeah, man.
It's deep, man, because I feel like with things like that in life, you know, things not many people get to the way in which you spoke about it, and I've mentioned it before. The way in which you spoke about it was in a way of, this is like a dream for you.
Yeah.
And not many people get the opportunity to speak about their dream.
Yeah.
And see it happen like within like a year, and you're doing it.
It was within a year. Like I remember going on Instagram and I was checking my stories, and what year are we in? 2019, right?
Yeah.
2018 February, I said one day I'm going to do a TED talk. Randomly, I had like 200 followers, bro. And then February, the same time, the next year, literally, bro, they emailed me. How crazy?
Subhanallah.
How crazy is that? And imagine. And I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. Like, I wouldn't have wanted any other of the TED events. Like, I'm happy it was this one. And I spoke about what I spoke about. And
yeah, so you chose to speak about adversity. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very, very good topic to speak about personally, because obviously both of us were in university. And I think this is like this needs to be a very young podcast, because we're both young, alhamdulillah. We've had different age guests, you know, on the show. Why are you looking at my hair for?
No, because we are young, but some of us
subhanallah,
struggling here.
Yeah, we're struggling. We're getting it's life, innit? Sometimes, you know,
a bit stressed.
You go through things. You go through stress. You know, uni gets.
May Allah make it easy for you. May Allah grant you a full self.
Why only me?
Huh? Everyone. I'm looking at your hair, bro.
Subhanallah. You know, I might need to book the flight to Turkey right after this. Anyway, so now going through stuff like that. You know, it can be difficult. It can be difficult, especially when you're going through uni and stuff like that. Why did you choose to speak about adversity? Why that specific subject?
I think because I could relate to it the most. Literally, because I could relate to it the most.
Because you've had this dream.
Yeah,
you
could speak about anything, right? I know, and bro, and the writing process was funny. Like, I know I say I do spoken word, but most of the time I'm just speaking, literally. And I was writing. I was like, what can I write about? What should I write about? And nothing was coming to my mind, Musa. Like, nothing was coming. And I was like, I remember telling my friend Umar, I was like, bro, like nothing's coming to my mind, literally.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm like, I need to smash this talk and do like an amazing talk and kill it on the night, but I can't write anything. And then like one day I was just like, alright, cool, I just need to talk about my life, because that's what I can resonate with most. That's what I will feel the most, and I want to perform, not just give a talk. I want to perform and leave the audience with something, an emotion. And I was like, you know what, if I talk about my life, then it'll be something special. And obviously in life you face adversity, right?
Yeah.
Well, I faced adversity, so then it just clicked, bro. And I was like, alright, cool, I'm definitely talking about adversity. And then yeah.
Allahu Akbar. So how did you feel like adversity, speaking about it, how important do you feel like what you specifically spoke about, which is thriving in the face of adversity, how important do you feel like that is as a
Bro, I
subject?
think it's so important. Like, it's easy to say it's so important, but it's like so many of us face adversity, like on a daily basis, bro. We face adversity, and it's so easy to be bogged down and just stay down and not have any aspirations. But it's about how you look at it, and I'm not saying it's an overnight thing, because it's not. But if you change your perceptions on negativity and like trials, and you just look at it as like a lesson, it just opens up so many doors for you. And I thought I wanted to leave. Yeah, I wanted to talk about my life and stuff, and I wanted to take the audience on a journey, but I wanted them to leave with something, like a message, and that's adversity. Literally, like thriving in the face of it, like kind of enjoying it, so to speak. If I can even say that. Like, obviously, no one enjoys adversity, but seeing it as something that is going to help you grow as a person.
Yeah,
bro.
I think I absolutely love subjects like adversity, like speaking about it, because I feel like these sort of subjects, even like the kind of videos I watch online and things I love to read. Yeah. Even though, and I'm being honest with you, I'm not the most productive person in the world. I know. I would, you trust me, you do know. I procrastinate a lot. I've got a lot of struggles that I go through personally. And like, I'd love to be that productive person, go uni, go gym, like do my Quran regular and do all of these things regularly. But I struggle with these things, and I'm a human being. And I know for a fact that it's easy for me to put on a front, akhi, and act like I'm doing all of it, especially when you're online. It's so easy to do that. Bro. But bro, like when you're actually going through these real life issues, bro, like you, for example, like my second, like you're, for example, you're supposed to be doing your uni work now. You've gone through 5 weeks of your term. And you haven't done one reading. It's absolutely terrible. It's stressful. And it's stress, like, and what adversity, you going through it and you not dealing with it as in the right way, what it actually leads to, bro, is very serious things. Mental health, 100%, breakdowns, 100%. Self-hate. And these are things that I'm sure you felt in the past. And I felt in the past. That, you know what, as a young person, bro, 23 years old, 24 years old, 22 years old, you're young, you're in uni, you alhamdulillah, like now you're out in the big world, your parents have raised you, you need to be more independent now, and you're like, man, I can't work, I can't do this, I can't do that, and it starts affecting you in a very, very serious way. One of the things that I wanted to speak about based on this, which I feel like you went through growing up, and I'll be very honest with you, I want to tell the story of how you actually went through this. So we're walking down the street near Leicester Square specifically, and I still remember, like, it was very random. Like, it was I can't remember what we were speaking about, but we generally like speaking about topics like this. Yeah,
it's interesting, isn't it? It's important.
Yeah, and I think that we like speaking about them because it's things that we genuinely need in our lives. I'm being serious with you.
No, 100%, bro.
And you mentioned to me abruptly, like dare I say abruptly and very randomly, you mentioned how your mother is not with you. Like, as in she's not alive. May Allah have mercy on her soul.
I mean.
And me now, to give the viewers context and the listeners, I'm someone who's like known you for some time at this point. And like, I consider you as a brother and a close brother, and we speak, and you know, it's stuff like that. And I'm like, whoa. Like, bro, guys, like, I want everyone to imagine this. You're walking down the street with your friend, and like this friend, like, they're a close friend of yours, and they just randomly tell you, like, my mother's not with me anymore.
I think I remember. I don't think it was random, bro. I remember you saying something to me.
No, randomly meaning.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
We didn't build up.
Yeah.
Bro,
it was like we were talking about.
We're talking about
something about my nan or something, and then I remember that time. It was a good day that day.
Yeah, and but subhanallah, and then you know, it's a very sensitive subject. So you don't want to dig on it, isn't it?
No, of course.
So like at that time, I was shocked. I can't lie to you.
I
was very shocked. Because I was so shocked, bro. I'll be honest.
Allah bless you, bro. I remember. I mean.
I'll give you an example of what happened to me. Yeah, I went home that day, and I spoke to my mum about it.
Yeah.
And I haven't told you this, yeah, but I said to my mum, mum, like I was walking through the street with my friend Adam, and he randomly said that to me. Like, when I say random, I mean, bro, you don't expect to hear that.
Yeah,
Even if you're talking about mothers, you don't expect to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, it just came up.
Yeah.
And mum was like, wow, that's crazy, yeah. And obviously, I didn't speak to you about it. The only other time I've heard you mention that is in your TED talk.
Yeah.
It's in your TED talk.
Yeah.
And you're speaking about adversity and stuff like that. And I think when you're speaking about that, the whole audience was like quiet.
Yeah.
And talk to me about it, bro, man. Like, I mean,
it's a tough one, isn't it? In a sense that I don't really speak about this.
I know.
Like, we talked about it the other day. But
this is my first time speaking to you about it.
Yeah, I remember we even like kind of ended that convo.
Very quickly.
Yeah, may Allah bless you, bro. I mean, like, so, remember when I said to you, like, I struggled to write something for the TED thing. I just struggled, innit? And then I was just like, literally, I was in a car with my friend Umar, and I was like, bro, I think I need to just like write about mum. Like, just like, I don't know why I'm getting this like feeling. I need to just, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of been my big moment now. Like, I don't know, and like, I need to remember her somehow. I don't know. And then I just started writing, and it was just flowing. I was like, damn, like, yeah, I need to write about this. But I didn't want to make it too feel sorry for me. Rather, I wanted to just say how things are, how things happen, and how after that, we're here now. Do you know what I mean? And I for me, it was like the first time I've actually, like, I think even like people that I know don't know until they heard my TED talk about mum. And it's a weird one. It's not like a conversation I will happily have, bro. But for me, it felt like I was kind of honoring her. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like,
no, I do understand.
Like, bro, I would love, bro, if my mum was in that audience, bro. It was just like, it would have made my day. Like, and I thought, alright, cool. It's like, she has to be in there, innit? And then it just started rolling, bro. It just started flowing. It just felt right to me. It just felt right to me, bro.
I think that we don't. I think that the reason it affect, even now, like, thinking about it, makes me emotional because mothers. When I go abroad, Akhia, when I go abroad, the person that I miss the most is my mum.
Yeah.
Like, I don't speak to my dad that regular when he's abroad.
Yeah.
And that's a shortcoming on my part.
Yeah,
I should. I don't have a bad relationship with my
Yeah.
dad, but like, as in, my dad knows this as well. I'm way more connected with my mum.
Yeah. It's just, I think everyone kind of is, bro.
Yeah, and like, akhi, me knowing someone who like doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It's it makes you feel very grateful, akhi, and at the same time,
that's good.
it makes you feel empathy
Yeah.
towards the person. How old were you, or when your mother passed away?
I was young. I remember it was 2008. So I'm 22 now.
So you're like 12 years old.
Yeah, it was 2008. So I was young, bro. I think I was at the age where I could comprehend it, but I couldn't comprehend it. Like, I knew mum was no longer about, but I just didn't know what that would mean, you know? Does that make sense? Like, I knew, okay, mum's not here, but I didn't know it would mean, like, mum's not here, do you know? I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
It was a weird one, bro.
How did that affect you? Like, because obviously if you're 12 years old, you've had a relationship with your mum for long enough. Like,
bro, my mum was just like, Allah bless her, bro. I mean, she was just sick, innit? Like, I still remember, like, how she forced me, like, I still remember to this day, she forced me to go to the masjid, and I hated it, because I wanted to do, like, social stuff. I wanted to go football, and, like, I used to always be in the masjid. And, like, outside of the dentist, I still remember so clearly, she stopped my now, Ustad, and she was like, I want my son to read Quran with you. And I was like, I hate it, that never goes, bro. So, like, my desire to learn about Islam now is, of course, for me, but, like, for her as well, because I was like, that was my mum's one wish, and, like, I'm gonna fulfill it in that sense. But I think for me it was just, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know how, I had to be like, I didn't know how to react. I think I kind of, like, as many do, bro, when things like that happen, you kind of, like, I don't know, lash out. You kind of, like, act up, bro. You act up, and that's not me, bro. Like, I used to act up for But I think that was kind of my way of venting, like it's not fair. Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why is my mum gone at this time? Like, why does she have to go? Like, what did I do wrong? Like, I remember all of these things just like in my head, and then like it will come out in my character, I was scared, innit, bro. I was like, okay, now what? Like, like even today, like that yesterday, I was thinking so much about it because I knew we were gonna talk about it today. How there's that big like part of your life just gone, and it's how do you react? And I think I reacted in like probably the worst way possible, in a sense that I would like muck about at school, and I would just like try and be this big man when I really wasn't. I just didn't know how to convey my emotions, So for me, it was, yeah, man. I think even like to this day, I think I'm still like coming to terms with it, I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Yeah, no, it does. It does. Like I know one brother closely who lost his mother, and I saw the change in him.
Yeah.
I saw like how he changed, and he became like a different person.
Yeah.
And it affected him a lot emotionally, and
for me, I guess then as I got older, bro. So I'm talking year 10, year 11, year 12. I kind of found a passion in it, like for acting and stuff and speaking and stuff. And I still remember my teachers, like I would do something good and they would say, "Oh, your mum would be proud of you." I was like, I appreciate that. And like, you know what actually gets me, yeah? Like, I'm going to just put it out there. Like, I don't think I've said this to anyone in my family, but I think it's important I say it, is that every time I think about my mum, I think of this one thing. So I remember this one time when mum was in hospital, but it was her birthday as well, I think, innit? And obviously when you're young, you're just like, birthdays. And I said to her, like the day I saw before, I was like, "Mum, I'll make you a card." Yeah, I was like, "I'll make you a card at school." And then like we went to see her, and she's like, "Where's my card?" I was like, "Oh, I forgot." And I was like, "Yeah, I forgot." And like it bugs me, bro, because and on the same day, bro, she told me off, innit, because I think I was mucking about in school or something. Like she just screwed at me. She's like I'm here, like she has no energy, bro. My mum had no energy and she's shouting at me, bro. She's using her little energy, bro, to shout at me. So I had to tell me off, like, because I was mucking about in school. And why it gets to me so much, yeah, is because the next time I saw her, bro, like that was it. Like bro, the last words I had with my mum, she's shouting at me, bro. Like imagine that. The last words I had with my mum, she was angry with me, bro. And then I was doing something stupid, bro. And like, I was meant to give her a card. And like, it bugs me, bro. Like, because I wasn't that guy. Like, I don't know why I was acting out. And then I see her. Like, I remember going to the hospital and like everyone was crying, but I didn't know what was going on. I did, but I didn't believe it. Yeah, and then we got to the hospital and I just see her on life support, and I was like, please, please wake up so I can say sorry. Literally, like, please wake up so I can kiss you. And I remember holding her hand, bro, and I was reciting everything I could recite, and I was just like, please, like, Ya Allah, please just give me one more moment to speak to my mum, and then do what you want. I was like, one more moment just for me to say sorry to her for being an idiot. One more moment for me to say I love you, mum, or like I'm gonna make you proud. And then I still remember, like, bro, when they took her off life support, like like she breathed, didn't it? Like I just like she had this big bro. Like my heart, I was like, bro, she's alive. Literally, I was like, wait, I was like, Mum's alive, and they were like, no. And that's why I think it's so important. Like I've never said this to anyone, bro. Like, and the only reason why I'm saying this now is because when someone says to you, like, your parents are everything, you don't know when you're going to see them last. You don't know when your last kiss with them is going to be, or your last hug, or your last I love you, or your last, like, I'm proud of you, you know? Or your last banter. Like, I remember my mum, yeah? Like, because we couldn't learn Urdu, innit? We were very well, so she went out of her way to learn English for us. I remember she started to learn English, subhanallah, for me. And, bro, I just wish, bro, like, she can just see the man I've become, or the man I want to become, and to see that I understand the value of parents now. Subhanallah, bro. How every moment with our parents is a blessing, whether they're shouting at us or whether they're giving us advice that we don't want to hear, or whether it's so important that we say what we mean. And now, I have my nan, right? And my nan's basically my mum, bro. And like every time I see her now, I give her a kiss. Every single time. There's no way I'm gonna leave my nan without kissing my nan. There's no way in the day, if I've seen her, I'm not gonna kiss her or tell her, like, or joke with her or make her smile or slightly annoy her. But like annoy her as in like let's have a laugh, because I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can come home, like, even like, subhanallah, bro. Like, even my nan was really ill, subhanallah. She was so ill, and I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, you're telling me my mum was ill, and now my nan? And this was like not even long ago, bro. And I remember telling like I was like, bro, like, yeah. And like, I remember he didn't know how to react, and I was just like, and I didn't cry. So it was me and my sisters, and we were getting told what's going on. Alhamdulillah, my nan is okay now. Alhamdulillah. That's not my point. My point is that she was ill, like, and I didn't. The only time I cried, I remember I was telling my ustad, I was like, guys, I'm like, this is going on, and words couldn't come out my mouth, like, because I was like, there is no way that this can happen to me again, and my nan hasn't seen half of what I want to do, bro. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I think it's important. It's so important that we speak to our parents as if it's the last time we're gonna see them, as in like love and affection and hugging and kissing or whatever it is, bro. Whatever, kiss them like on the forehead, like, honestly, like saying I love you to your parents is a big thing. It's a big thing, and you don't want to live with regret. Do you know what I mean, Musa?
Yeah. Subhanallah, bro. Jazakallahu khairan. I think if there's one thing that people can take from everything you just said, wallahi, like, it's gratefulness, man. Like, be grateful. People are just not grateful to their parents, and I really think that many of us, like, we make these mistakes on a regular basis with our parents, and we don't, like, give them that value and that attention. And even with the things that we may do behind our parents' back, like so many things, it's just gratefulness, akhi, man. So it's so important to be grateful for what Allah's got. And the literal story you just mentioned, I mean, I didn't know any of that, and the brothers even here know. It's hard, bro, because that's the kind of situation that people talk about in a hypothetical way. Do you understand, bro? Like, they say hypothetically, like, bro, what if this happened to you?
And I never realized, like, well, what's happened. Like, only like recently I thought about it, like, damn, that was my last conversation with mum. Like, yeah, that's sad, bro. It's sad, but like, alhamdulillah, as in like, I like,
there's this, like,
go on.
Sorry, no, go on.
No, go. Bismillah.
There's this thing within, like, Islam. Yeah. I really wanted to mention this to you. And this is like how beautiful of a way of life that we have, that a person's deeds don't just end at death, Yeah, bro. And wallahi, I feel like that's one thing that gives people so much hope.
So much hope. Man.
Like so much hope. Like I've seen my mum, like recently, my grandma passed away.
Yeah.
And akhi, like, if there's one thing, like my mum acts as if majority of the time she's still here.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact the one thing that gave my mum that hope is sadaqah jariyah. That she can like do things for her.
Right.
Like I went, alhamdulillah, right after she passed away, I done umrah for her.
Yeah.
Someone else done umrah for her. Like you can plant wells in her name.
Literally,
You can do things. Just your very being, your very existence is hope for your
yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
It's hope for your mother.
Yeah.
Like and it's like that hope is even more emphasized once she's passed away.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So it's like, because when she's here, she can do things for herself. She has to do Hajj if she's able to do it. You can't do it for her. But now, it's like, you know this feeling you have, like, oh, regret and remorse and I wish. It's like, you can make that up
Yeah.
just as well as if she was alive.
Absolutely, bro.
And
Absolutely.
that's the beauty of Islam, bro.
So,
That's the beauty of
absolutely.
Islam. Like, there's always hope. There's always hope.
No.
As long as you're alive, there's always hope. And even for those people that have passed away in your family, there's always hope
Yeah.
in their children.
Absolutely, bro.
And
This is why this is why, bro, my dreams and aspirations aren't just for me. Literally, it's just to like inshallah, yeah, bro.
how much does that drive you? Because
Bro,
I think for normal people that have gone through that, it'll kill them, bro.
Bro, like we struggled, innit? Like
Yeah.
growing up, we struggled in the sense that mum struggled and alhamdulillah, I have it easy. I'm not saying, I'm just saying like we struggled, innit? But like, every single day, like I'm here. Like every time I feel lazy now, bro, you know my aspiration. I tell you all the time, I want to smack my degree and I want to do a master's at some amazing uni, and then I want to do things, bro. And every time I feel lazy, I just think about mum. Seriously, my mum was like, yeah. I just that motivates me. And if your parents can't motivate you or make them like, I don't know everyone's situation, of course. I'm just saying, like for me, that's my motivation to inshallah reunite with my mum in Jannah, bro. And it'll be like, and I like you know,
Inshallah,
bro.
inshallah.
Yeah, but that definitely drives me.
One of the other subjects you speak about,
Yeah,
is mental health.
yeah.
How has mental health like played a role in your life, and like how important do you believe mental health is? Because look, let me be very honest with you.
Yeah, bro.
Mental health is a subject that is spoken about
All the time.
now. Like for the first year, people would speak about it so much because it's not spoken about.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Now it's
But now it's like everyone talks about mental health. I think everyone's spoken about it. So I think an important question to ask is, why do you speak about it?
For me, I think a lot of the time, I kept my emotions in. I kept on thinking I needed to be this big man, or even on social media. Like even like last year, bro, I would struggle. But then like I still remember. SubhanAllah, I remember my boys were like, Adam, you're so upset because I was going through stuff. So why you like? I'm like, come on Insta, I'll be very happy. He's like, Adam, bro, like my friends could see through it. Like you're ready to put up a facade on Instagram, but really deep down, you have your own battles and your own demons, and it's only when we speak about it, bro. If it's to my friends, if it's to you, if it's to anyone, bro, only then, like for me, it helps speaking about it and acknowledging it.
Yeah,
It helps.
Yeah,
That's why I think it's important that people people know that mental health happens to every single one of us. I think everyone goes through mental health issues. The scale of it, that's different. I don't want to stand here and say to you, Musa, I've been through suicidal thoughts, because I haven't. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. But I've been down, bro. I've been depressed. I've been thinking about like where do I fit in, and all of these questions, bro. They play on your mind,
and that kill you,
bro. And it becomes problematic.
One thing I realized recently about those type of questions, is I realized I used to think that those questions to ask yourself is beneficial. I actually now, I don't really care what anyone says. I firmly believe like that those questions aren't healthy. Because of what happens, bro. Some as in, if you ask yourself those questions and you think normally, that's fine. But the moment, this is like a clarification, the moment you start overthinking, that's when you need to leave the question. You need to stop thinking about it for now. Like, I think because when you overthink about something like that, let's say you're overthinking about your goals and aspirations and what you want to be, you won't be that person by overthinking.
Yeah.
You won't. If anything, you're making your mind a detrimental place to be in, which is going to be detrimental to you being that person in the future.
I get it. And I think a lot of people they compare themselves with people on social media. That's a big thing.
Yeah, which you can't do.
That's a big thing, bro.
I mean, we know many people on social media, and it's just a facade. It's not real. Do you understand?
And it's nothing. Social media is nothing, and comparing yourself to others is not gonna get you, that's detrimental.
So let me ask you something.
Go for it, bro.
We're speaking about mental health, and you mentioned rightly so. You feel like everyone goes through some aspect of mental, maybe whether that be overthinking, schizophrenia on an extreme level, depression on an extreme level, depression on a minor level. We all go through it. You said. What's been like the best thing that's helped you deal with any spectrum of mental health that you've gone through, even if it be like extreme stress because of uni or whatever?
I think keeping busy is important.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not keeping busy so you're not... you need to address your thoughts. That's not why you should keep busy. Keeping busy because... okay, so for me, it was like, I'm busy and I'm happy. Like, I'm doing things that are making me happy and these thoughts are slowly going away.
Yeah.
But they were in my mind still. But because I was doing things that were making me happy and I was around certain people, like, I would discuss things, you know? But also, bro, and I know this is very cliche, and I think it's important that, for Muslims especially, that no matter what kind of stage you're at in terms of like practicing or you're iman, bro, just speaking to Allah, literally, bro, like on the level, so to speak, like not being worried about if you've not been praying or if you had a bad, everyone has a bad past, bro. Yeah, everyone has a past, but like just speaking and just literally saying everything that's on your mind, everything that's on your mind, literally, so for me, it was like, cool, alhamdulillah. And then if it happened again, cool, doing the same thing again. And then slowly, for me anyway, slowly I would see a change, slowly. But it's a combination of things. But for me, I think that was so important. Just literally sitting down, making dua to Allah, like, this is happening to me, and I'll fit gone.
You know, a lot of people undermine what you just said. And some people even get angry when you talk about it. It's not the solution. It's not this.
I'm not saying it's the solution.
No.
Yeah.
But there's a point here that we need to highlight, bro. There's a point here. It's a very important point, yeah. And this point is that you even Islam encourages you to do certain things to make your mental health better. Your room is a mess. You need to fix your room.
Yeah.
It's gonna make you feel better. You're not eating properly. You need to fix that. It's gonna make you feel better. You're not productive. Become productive. It's gonna make you feel better. And those things alone may even help you. So Islam is not like a way of life where it's just blindly just turn to God and don't do anything. No, it's not like that. But you know, when you make dua, bro, we have to understand what you're doing. We say it, Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah is over all things, powerful, controlling. He controls everything and he's powerful over all things. What does that mean? That means he's also powerful over the problem you're going through. So when you speak to him on that level and you say, Ya Allah, I'm going through this serious issue. I really need your support right now. I really need your help. Yeah. And you firmly believe and have yaqeen and certainty that Allah, you are powerful over this issue that I'm going through. If you want to fix it, like when my grandma was going through cancer, may Allah have mercy on her. And she was going through it, and she was on her deathbed, bro. Literally, she was on her deathbed, like she's about to go. I was making dua to Allah, and I had yaqeen that wallahi, Allah, I know that if you willed, she could be within the space of 24 hours standing up and active. I believe that you can do that. I believe that.
Absolutely.
And I don't care what anyone tells me, I believe that. I believe that. This is what our religion teaches us to believe. Allah is over all things competent on an extreme level. Bro. When you have dua like that, that's serious, bro. And I'm not saying I have that all the time, but I had that at that time. I don't have that all the time. We pray Allah gives us that level of yaqeen all the time, bro. But bro, it's so important to have that and not let shaitan put whispers into your mind on those levels, bro. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that mental health, these are kind of things that you need to be doing, man.
Yeah. For me anyway, I will never say to anyone, a Muslim struggling with mental health, go pray. That's your solution. I will never say that, bro. Because one, you have to be sensitive, and two, sometimes for them that's not always the answer. But for me, it's just speak to someone, and the best person to speak to is Allah.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Just pouring your heart out and just saying, look, I know I'm not doing this, and that, but I want to. You know.
Definitely. One of the conversations on a lighter note, one of the conversations that we have a lot. We have this conversation a lot when we meet up, and I have these conversations with a lot of people.
Wow, I thought I was special. SubhanAllah.
You're not special.
You see this?
Because you're not my wife.
Okay.
So, you know, if anyone wants to be special, they need to become someone's wife. That's what I do. Anyway,
Can you say that?
if you want to be, of course, why? If you want to be special to someone, you become their wife. Not a guy, obviously.
Well,
I mean, it depends.
now we've entered difficult territory.
Anyway,
moving on swiftly.
Very swiftly. Muslims being in high positions now. On our gallivants, people are going to think, wow, these guys have had a lot of conversations.
We haven't.
walking.
We've literally had two chats, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's always busy, mashallah,
yeah.
going Canada and places.
Subhanallah, you know, sometimes
life takes
one
you
of those
on
things, you know.
places.
Allah's blessed you with beautiful thick hair, but He hasn't blessed you to go to all of the. I'm joking. Inshallah, may He bless you with that as well. But Muslims being in high positions, bro.
You know the camera, is it focused on his face or his body?
Now don't put it on my head, man. Come on, man. What are you doing?
No, his body. No, okay. Alhamdulillah for that.
Muslims,
Yeah.
guys, just give me a few months in it. Like I'll be up. Trust me, with my head, without Turkey. Anyway, Muslims being in high positions, yeah. I'm not insecure about it because I know for a fact.
Keep saying you're not insecure about it, and we will eventually believe you.
Subhanallah al-Azim. Don't put this in the intro trailer, bro. I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, Muslims in this guy, bro. The camera. These guys, you know what they do, yeah?
I don't, bro.
You know, people think. Okay, people think I'm in control of this podcast. I have absolutely no control. I only have control here. Outside, boy, I'm a puppet, yeah. So these guys, they'll put what they want in the intro. They embarrass me. They'll put my like they'll do everything.
It's not hard to embarrass him. Let's be honest. Isn't it? You just
Subhanallah.
So
Muslims being in high positions.
yes, my
bro.
dear friend.
Yeah. So us as Muslims in high positions.
I know you're not talking about me, bro.
I'm joking, but Muslims being in high positions.
Yeah.
And having we have this concept actually within Islam. It's called ulu al-himma. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means having high aspirations. Now, shuyukh will even talk about this, and what they'll literally say. I've actually specifically heard one of my favorite shuyukh speak about it like this. You know what he says? Islam doesn't encourage you to be a bum.
Literally.
Yeah, and some people will be offended by that, but that is real talk. Islam does not want you flipping burgers in McDonald's or in Burger King. It doesn't want you doing that.
But I think we should say that there's nothing wrong with certain people.
There's nothing wrong with some people doing that, but Islam doesn't want you to do that.
Okay, yeah.
It wants you to have high aspirations, and that's not high aspirations.
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
Absolutely.
So I'll give you an example now.
Go for it.
Islam doesn't want you to be saying, I want to be, playing in, for example, if you're going to use it in football, I'm not talking about the permissibility of football, but League One, I want to play on Sunday League.
Yeah.
Bro, if someone came up to you, let me give you an example
Go
now,
on.
yeah? And someone come to you, Akhi, my dream job is to work in Gap, where you used to work. What would you say to that person? You say, bro, you need to have a bigger dream, man.
Bro, they don't pay you well.
No, and you're going to say,
no,
bro,
literally.
you need to have a bigger dream.
Our retail's not the one. Don't get me started on retail. Can we talk about retail for a bit?
Go on, then.
Bro, it's the worst job ever. Like, customers, like, they don't have manners, one, yeah? They come and ask me a question without, hello, hi, how are you? I look at them and like, hello, how are you? And they get shocked. This is manners, you know?
Yeah.
And one day, bro, it was the best feeling ever. She was getting rude to me, so I got rude back. She's like, can I speak to the manager? I was like, no problem. Hello, how are you? Sick.
What happened? What? So
I'm
what
the
happened when
manager,
you spoke
innit?
to your manager?
No, it was me at the time. Oh, he's so slow, subhanallah. Wow.
What? So you were the manager?
Yo. You're really slow, bro. What uni did you go again, bro? We're not disclosing that. Says a lot.
I go to a good uni, okay?
Inshallah.
I go to the same uni that my dad went to, Ustad Hamza's what sis went to, so if you're dissing me, you're dissing them, basically.
Absolutely. That's what I say to people who pass OS. I say, Sheikh Haytham went to OS.
Did he? Oh yeah,
I
he done
think
his
so. Did he?
PhD, I think, in SOAS.
May Allah bless him. I mean.
SOAS allows you to do your PhD in Arabic, which I find interesting. Anyway, going back to
Do you want to hear my Arabic joke? Shall I
Go
say
on.
it?
Oh man.
No, it's not funny.
Go on then.
No, if it's not funny, then
Go
I'll
on
say
then.
it.
No, I think some people might find it funny.
So I just started learning Arabic, yeah? Is that the camera? I just started learning Arabic the first couple of days, and I learned this phrase, yeah?
We're gonna put this up as an individual clip, by the way. Yeah, go on.
No problem. Muslim, do you know a bit of Arabic?
Little bit, yeah.
Alright, cool. I said to my auntie Jamila,
Bro, this
Bro, that is a sick play on
I
words,
can't laugh at that. I can only laugh. That's like a type of joke Ali does. Dead jokes, man. Absolute murder. Janaza jokes. Janaza jokes. That's a good one.
That's even worse. Oh, haha, Janaza next Tuesday, haha. Go
Why
on.
Tuesday? Why Tuesday? Why Tuesday? If you said Friday, it would have made more sense. You said Juma. Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday?
I
Have you
thought
got
it
an
was fun.
assignment due on Tuesday or something?
I thought it was funny, man.
Bro, listen.
Because I came up with it on the spot. Do you know what I mean? But you won't get that because your jokes are recyced. Jalo bolo. Bismillah.
Muslims in high positions.
Yes,
We're
sorry.
trying to talk about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you so frustrated about this subject?
I think not enough people aspire to be in high positions.
What do
bro.
you mean by high positions?
I mean, like, not enough Muslims.
but what do you mean by high positions?
I mean, like, positions where we can actually implement real change. So I'm talking like perhaps Parliament. I'm talking about
Why is that a position where you can implement real change?
because you're an MP, bro.
I would disagree with you on that.
In what sense?
I'm being serious with you. I would disagree with you on that.
If you're an MP, you can't implement real change, bro.
I believe if you're someone who's online and you got 1 million followers, you can probably implement more change than these members of parliament nowadays.
Go on for how?
I'll give you an example. Yeah.
So say we need more. Okay.
Who's someone who?
Well, I'm not denying.
Anthony
Actually,
Joshua.
no, actually,
Let's talk about Anthony Joshua.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's a valid point.
You know Anthony Joshua, bro. Let me tell you something.
Don't know him
Yeah?
personally.
If this guy wanted to, why'd you say stuff like that, like under your tongue for?
I said I don't know him personally.
Okay, yeah. So Anthony Joshua, I don't know him personally either, yeah. But if he done an online campaign,
Yeah.
that I don't know, man. Everyone become a vegan, bro. He would do numbers. He would make people vegans. He would have a campaign behind him, bro. These members of parliament, I'm really sorry, but I don't know what the hell's going on. Did you see like there was like a scuff day the other day?
No, where?
They started fighting in
Oh,
parliament.
it's disgusting. The way they act.
Bro, you see that
bugs me.
in like you know them
It-
like third world countries.
It bugs me, bro. They're jeering and like, come on, man. These lot are running our country. But at the end of the day,
Shocking.
can Anthony Joshua be? Oh, he could, innit? You made
Bro,
a valid point.
I'll tell you something.
what I'm trying to say is-
influence is everything nowadays. Influence. I believe influence is everything. If you want to make people do stuff, influence, bro. Influence, man.
Yeah. Alright, cool. You made a valid point. I'm not gonna disagree with it.
So in
But
terms of high positions, I still agree with you that Muslims should be in high positions. But those high positions, bro, we need to think about what those are. Because I don't believe a high position is parliament, man. I actually don't believe that, man.
Okay, so being a prime minister.
That's different now. But even then, is the prime minister in control? Do you really believe that? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, by the way. Like some of the brothers, they go a bit too far, man. Like the brother behind the camera, he's a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in some of the stuff these guys say. You know, like you have some conspiracy theorists, yeah, that, bro, don't feel that.
That's my cream. It costs £10. I don't know what he's doing.
You have some conspiracy.
Boy, I got to
Bro, you know what they talk about? Honestly, I was talking to one of my boys, yeah, a close brother of mine. You know, he goes to me. He goes, my brother-in-law sat on the table and he said to me, I'm not getting my kids vaccinated because it's going to cause autism. Bro, allow it, man. Seriously, man.
Maybe some of this stuff has some truth in it.
Yeah, but, okay, so he looked into that. He said it was one study done.
Yeah.
He said this study was not peer-reviewed, first of all.
Okay.
And you know, like, we study humanities. When something is not peer-reviewed, instantaneously, it loses credibility.
Okay.
Secondly, that guy lost his position as a doctor.
Okay.
Bro, that guy, come on now. You can't take anything.
Okay, what
this
my
guy-
point is,
Sorry, go on,
simple,
go on,
bro.
go on.
I think credibility is a big thing. Okay, so let's say university students, or
Yeah.
as a speaker, okay,
No, it is.
let
it
me
is.
say it as a speaker,
Yeah.
I can speak about politics and I can speak about so many things, yeah?
If
Now,
you don't have credibility,
I can be an influencer. Okay, stop, actually. I can be an influencer. I can have 1 million followers, bro, and I can speak, but I have no credibility in the sense that, okay, Adam is just saying his opinion right now. That's his opinion.
yeah.
But where has he studied politics? Has he got a degree? Has he got this? Where's he studied from?
Do you know?
If I had this stuff, then not only am I respected in the, I don't know, like my fans, so to speak, but like where people actually implement real change,
yeah.
you're respected. Why?
Yeah.
Because you studied, you got
Yeah.
a degree, you've got a master's, that thing. I just think people's aspirations are very low, bro.
100%.
And I think like things like Oxbridge, bro. It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's not hard.
It's
not
actually
hard.
not hard to get into them.
But I think a lot of Muslims, from what, okay, so my side, I don't want to generalize. That's the thing. I don't want to generalize.
Bro, do you know what you need to get into Oxbridge for Oxford and
no?
Cambridge for all of those?
Well, for masters 2-1.
Bro, do you know how easy it is to get a 2-1?
What are you getting right now?
I got a 2-1.
Mashallah. I'm joking. No, I don't think you have to work hard to get 2-1 personally. But what I'm trying to say is, man, I think we have a lack of aspiration. Wait, no.
This guy's hitting low blows, huh?
Okay, stop.
Listen, don't let me talk about you, bro. We all got, our mess ups.
Yeah, we do.
I took a bad module.
Yeah. Or 2.
No, it was one. It was a bad module, bro, man. My dad told me not to take it, man. They were talking about nonsense, bro. In the seminar.
Is the history one?
No, archaeology of Greece and Rome, bro. I didn't enjoy it.
I'm already bored.
I didn't enjoy it. You got all of these little girls in there that are like gassed about being like,
bro, that was very very patronizing there. So like inshallah, as you grow up, you learn how to say certain things and not to offend people, because perhaps people will get offended by saying little girls.
I wonder how K.E. Hopkins felt about it when you said she's ugly.
Bro, K.E. Hopkins, she's very ugly, and she I can't say that. Delete that.
You said it. It's not Ira saying it. You said it.
No, delete that.
And I criticized you on saying it. Subhanallah. Beauty is subjective, okay? She's got someone that loves her.
Cut this. Anyways.
Go on.
Yeah, she does. And she has a whole nation who really hates her. Actually, she doesn't. She has a lot of people who support her, and that's very
One
scary.
day you may love her as well.
Perhaps.
Okay. Anyway, okay, let's go on to the next thing, yeah? I want to talk to you about spoken word now. What you... spoken word, man.
Firstly, what's your opinion on it? Because Musa has an opinion on spoken word.
Oh, man,
let the people hear you. Let the people hear your voice, bro.
I personally believe...
ReRooted.
One person who's spoken word that I can actually listen to...
If you don't say me, it's very rude, isn't it?
No. Like, okay, here, let me clarify, yeah? A genre of spoken word that I like is not silly things like I bleed with my pen and I do all of that, yeah, that some of these guys do that, yeah.
Well, that's
no, honestly, I don't like that stuff. No one cares about you like doing.
Well, maybe that's their way of like venting.
Akhi, I'm really sorry, man.
Musa, that's quite.
No,
I love you daily, bro. I think that's a bit ignorant.
No, it's not ignorant, because I'll tell you why. Okay, you come in front of a country and you say, guys, I'm really good at writing. No one cares, bro. Like, come on, man. It's too much, akhi. It's too much, bro. I don't like it, man. Anyway. But the kind of this is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. I don't hate them. Opinion. They're good people. I don't hate them, and I will tell it to them on a more. Okay, look, forgive me. Maybe I come across in the wrong way. Yeah, no, forgive me. Yeah,
no, maybe you did.
But on a good way.
Yeah,
on a good level. Yeah, astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. Honestly, I'm sorry. Yeah, but there's a better way to say it. Yeah, I don't like the reason why I speak like that, bro. Yeah. And I'm speaking very seriously.
Yeah.
I don't like the whole arrogant thing. I'm being serious.
Arrogant.
Because when you're going to speak like that, then don't be surprised when you get it back.
Which mean arrogant thing?
Bro, it's very like, vain to say like, I'm good at writing. Or I'm good at what I do. And I'm good at this. And I'm sick with this.
What if it's like confidence?
No, you don't need to say that to people, bro. You don't need to say that to people.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah,
okay. Like me, I may be good at something. I'm not going to say what. I may be good at something. And I actually know I'm good at it. Let's say, for example, I know I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Like, I know I dress better than you. But I'm not going to say it to you. Do you see it? You can't say anything to me about that. No, but what's your view on spoken word?
I think it's a good means for people to express their emotion, and I think it's on the rise. But I think everyone wants to be a spoken word artist now. That's one thing I've noticed. But good for them if
I just don't like the whole arrogant thing.
If that's the way, yeah, no, I appreciate that. But I think it's a means of people to vent and to say how they feel.
Yeah.
To put across a message in a way they know how. I will never say it's a bad thing. But for me personally, I want to go to speak. Like, I just want to speak now rather than spoken word personally. But I respect everyone who does it, and some people are amazing, some people are good, some people are okay, and yeah, man. As long as it has a message, I respect. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
As long as it has a message, and it's political or it's about Islam or it has a message that is beautiful.
Yeah.
If for me, if it's just about metaphors, for me, but
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
not gonna clap. Man.
For me, that's the thing, bro. And a lot of it comes across. I'm not gonna say those people are arrogant, like what I was talking about, but it comes across like that.
Okay.
You see, like if someone's sitting in front of you now and they've genuinely come to learn something,
Yeah.
like they don't. Because I've gone and I want to hear something. I don't want to hear you talking about how good you are with writing. It doesn't change my life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go home and think so and so is really good at writing.
So what you're basically saying is spoken word with with meaning.
Yeah.
Is good. Basically, that's what you're saying.
Spoken word with meaning, like Muslim Bilal. I
Yeah.
really like Muslim Bilal stuff, man.
Yeah.
Honestly,
he's
like,
really good, man.
And now Muslim Bilal, in the past, I'm sure he done lyrics like that.
Yeah.
But like now, what he's doing is very conscious,
Beautiful,
bro.
man.
It's like rhymes that are very
Okay,
conscious.
so conscious spoken word. Sorry.
Conscious. By the way, all of these spoken word artists that do that sort of stuff, they do also do conscious things. But I personally, like, a kind word of advice, that honestly a sincere word of advice, without mocking it, would be like, and I don't like, I'm not meaning to mock anyone. Yeah, I hope they see that as well. But it's like to say that, bro, like you have actually got talent. You're right. But saying it, like, it's not good.
Yeah.
First of all,
Okay.
it's not good for your tarbiyah. Like, it's not good to go in front of people and say. It's not even from the Islamic point of view. Like, to say, "Oh, I'm good at this."
Yeah.
It's not. It can come across wrong.
No, I get you.
But you should use that to just talk about what you're good at.
Okay. Yeah.
The last question I want to ask you, yeah, and bro, it's been an amazing podcast, absolutely amazing.
Thank
I
you.
think I've really enjoyed it, akhi. Yeah.
He thinks he's really enjoyed it.
No, I've
Mashallah.
really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Can't make up his mind.
The last thing that I wanted to speak to you about is, da'wah. Okay. You don't give da'wah like that. You're not a da'wah personality and stuff like that, yeah. But I was gonna ask you, if you were, like, let's say you were speaking to someone, like, and they're interested in Islam, in what way do you feel is very effective to approach it? Like, as Aadam speaks, someone who's...
So for me, man, it's your character. Literally, I think it's your character. Like, even in my TED talk, I didn't even mention, like, I mentioned being a Muslim, but I didn't mention it, if that makes sense. It was subtle. I think from your character, from your actions, how you approach someone, how you speak to them, how you help them, how you advise them, how you are with that person, they can see you're a Muslim. You have a beard, or you can be like, okay, I need to go pray now, or sorry, I don't hug. Like, you know, they know you're a Muslim.
Yeah.
But now it's about how you speak to them, how you converse with them, how you change their perception of Islam, which has happened through the media. That's how they've got it, or then their narrative that they've been given about Islam. Perhaps I'm generalizing here. How you change it through your character, how you speak to them, because you're the Muslim in their life right now, innit? Rather than, for me anyway, because I haven't studied at all, but for me it's about character. Character is so important. Even as Muslims, character is very important. Very, very important. You can have the beard, you can have the thobe, you can have the hijab, you can have all of that. But if your character, your heart is dirty,
Yeah, it's true.
if it's if you need to work on your heart, everything else is just a facade. It's just a facade,
it's true.
personally.
It's true.
For me, I think character is the most important thing.
You know, one thing that I find inspirational, that my dad gives advice to people on marriage, is look for deen, but in the character. And that's powerful, bro. Because you'll find a lot of sisters, yeah, they put like manhaj as-salaf in their bio. No, I'm being honest.
I
like,
know.
all of these things,
I
actually,
know.
by the way, if you look deeply, maybe the way in which I say them sometimes, like not even sometimes, like the way in which I said that comment on poetry before, that was wrong. I'll say it's wrong, yeah, in the podcast. But these things, the meaning behind what I'm saying, bro, is real talk. And I'm not just saying it because I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Like, you can put manhaj as-salaf and I'm a Salafi and I'm a Sunni, or like I follow Islam and all of these things in your bio. But it doesn't mean anything if you're not acting upon it. Do you get it? Like, action in Islam is what is key, bro.
Yeah.
Knowledge, all knowledge, the conclusion of it is action.
Yeah.
If you have knowledge in Islam but you have no action, batil, there's nothing for you. I'll give you an example now. Shaitan is extremely knowledgeable, man. I'm telling you, he's probably more knowledgeable than some shuyukh. Put it that way. He's very knowledgeable. He's knowledgeable. He probably knows all about Tawheed. He probably knows all about Allah. He probably knows all about Allah. Everything. He knows everything. He probably knows everything in the deen. Put it that way. Because he gives waswas on everything. But did the shaitan act upon his knowledge? He didn't. فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى واستكبر وكان من الكافرين. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And وَكَانَ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ, he was from the kafirin. Why? He didn't implement his knowledge.
SubhanAllah.
So Islam comes with knowledge. Islam comes with knowledge, foundational knowledge. There is only one God. The Quran has been revealed. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last and final messenger.
Yeah.
Evidences for all of these things. The Quran, we look at it, we read it as reality, etc. These are all of these things are knowledge.
Yeah.
All of these things are knowledge. But if you don't implement any of that knowledge, you're gonna have a depressed life.
Absolutely.
It's
100%.
it's like someone knowing, for example, now
Gone.
I shouldn't be eating chicken and chips 3 times a day. What are you trying to say, bro? I don't, but I'm good. Yeah. This guy's trying to, bro. What happens by ourselves stays by ourselves. But anyway, if someone doesn't eat properly now, if someone doesn't eat chicken, if someone knows that it's bad for them, but they still do it, they're not implementing that knowledge.
Yeah. No, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I've got nothing to add to that at all. I think the main thing is literally like we're in places, bro. That's another thing, man. I was gonna quickly say this: being in the mainstream media is important as Muslims.
Oh man, don't get it started.
Well, it's not important.
I don't believe Muslims can be in the mainstream media, man. I don't believe it, man.
How?
Okay,
Go on.
without compromising your morals. Brothers and sisters, we'll see you on the next episode of But that's it, bro. You have to. You can't without compromising your morals. You can't.
Okay, then we make our own platform. Should we leave it at that? I disagree. I think I'll disagree personally.
We should leave this for another time.
Okay, I've been Aadam Speaks.
Aadam Speaks, bro. It's been lovely having you on the ReRooted.
It's been an absolute pleasure. And
Jazakallah khairan for coming, man.
you're welcome. And inshallah, let's change this world.
We will, inshallah.
Inshallah. Together.
Brothers and sisters, this has been ReRooted with Aadam Speaks. Jazakallah khairan for watching. Please leave any suggestions down in the comment section below for future guests you would like to see on ReRooted. Furthermore, you can listen to us on all the major podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And until the next episode, I've been your host, Musa Adnan. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Dum dum dum.